blatant rebellion.
All right, guys, what's up? Tim Galbraith, hashtag Lapeer. This is the video that I most was determined to put out when I watched the January 5th City Commission meeting. So I'm gonna put this one out, then I might leave it alone for a minute and do some other stuff. But first off, my son is making videos using Sora, which is the video rendering app in conjunction with OpenAI's ChatGPT. He's creative. I think some of this stuff is funny. I'm just trying to have little lighthearted fun with some of what you see with that, right? Like the blatant rebellion thing. I don't know. I think sometimes if you don't laugh, you cry, right? And I know there's a lot of frustration for the individuals involved with this stuff. I know they take it very seriously, and I'm glad they do. I actually take it very seriously as well. But part of my personality is to just utilize humor. And so you will see things like that from time to time. I'll let it speak for itself from there. But okay, so this moment, we hear from City Clerk Ramona Sanchez, and she is pissed. And I need to say it like that because, well, that's the most accurate description that I can personally think of to describe what she seems to be feeling in that moment. You'll see. She gets invited to speak. She's sitting there quietly. It is not until she's asked to weigh in that she expresses her frustration with the fact that I believe she said, and I had forgotten about this, but over like 140 pages or something like that is how long those meeting minutes were. It was a book. I'm definitely gonna, if any content comes out around this in the near future, it's going to be that. It's going to be me looking at those meeting minutes. I'm curious. So I got a link to them now, so I'll check them out. But yeah, whoa, 40 hours. And then, so they're asking her, though, to like take it all out before they approve it. So I get it. She is frustrated. They are all frustrated. I get it. But I mean, like, y'all got to check it out, right? It speaks for itself. Love to hear what you think about it once you're done. And I did want to acknowledge a couple of things. You see a couple more things. City attorney does say, basically, Mayor Hing, it's your prerogative to run the meeting. In a way, he kind of validates Mayor Hing in that moment. Mayor Hing, you'll see, kind of throw the attorney a question. The attorney kind of backs him up in a sense. So small victory there for Mayor Hing. Yeah, gotcha. Anyway, it goes back to the large board, small board question essentially, and it looks like they're going to operate as a large board, and but I said earlier too that the mayor kind of prompted in this. I'm talking about the last video I released. Felt like he sort of prompted Commissioner Petrie to explain why she made the motion she did about the meeting minutes, to have them revised and to have some of that narration pulled out. But the attorney kind of speaks to that essentially that is sort of procedurally, or it is procedurally correct to do that. It just felt weird to me, but I do want to say procedurally it was done correctly. So I kind of called that into question a little bit in the last video, but I guess that's consistent with how it's done, and I'm learning too. So I definitely need to acknowledge where I go off track a little bit so that I can help the community stay on track with me, right? So anyway, yes, watch the video, leave a comment. I want to hear what you think, and maybe later or tomorrow I'll be back with some insight into the book of meeting minutes.
That is a good question. I don't know if you guys are prepared to answer that right now. Mr. Womack, is that a question that you're prepared to answer right at this moment?
Well, I believe the clerk did count the minutes, or has a reasonable idea. You'd like to hear from the clerk.
Madam Clerk?
Those minutes took me over 40 hours.
Okay, 40 hours.
There were 147 pages that I took down. And if there's something specific that is need, that's what I need, is something specific, because I 100% disagree with you. Those minutes meet compliance, and they meet the standards that we have used for the last 6 years that I've been.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Clerk. It's unfortunate, and I'm sure it's challenging to have to be asked to follow a rule and procedure and then another rule that have existed, and it's unfortunate that we've gotten into the custom of not following them, and that we've spent a lot of time narrating and editorializing that maybe some of those hours in those pages could have been significantly reduced had we just been paying attention to the rules we have in front of us. It's very unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Commissioner Petrie, your motion is on the table. It has been seconded by Ms. Glissman. I believe everybody's had a chance to talk at least once, some cases 2 or 3, 4 times.
Mr. Mayor, point of order.
I'm going to call for a roll call.
Mr. Mayor,
Can you please?
Yeah, are we operating as a small board that would allow me to have as much discussion as I would like to have? Or are we operating as a large board, which it seems like you're trying to enforce that standard on us now?
It's interesting that you want to flip-flop now to a small board after you fought so adamantly in a previous meeting.
Mr. Mayor,
No, you're not
you're
recognized.
selectively
You're not recognized.
enforcing rules
You're
against
out of
me.
order.
And then you argue with
My
me
goodness.
when I'm recognized, sir. And then you challenge me.
You're out of order.
Sir, please state.
You're out of order
state
now for
what-
the 4th
what I'm out
time.
of
I
order
have not
for.
recognized you, and you're going to continue to argue your case that has been ruled on. If you want to appeal, then we can appeal.
I appeal the ruling of the chair.
The only ruling is that we're going to go to a vote at this point. I'm not going to recognize you any further. That's the ruling. You want to appeal that ruling? That's my duty as a presiding officer.
Yes, yes.
I retain
appeal
the
ruling of the
authority
chair.
to not recognize you, and I'm not recognizing you. You want to appeal that?
For the 3rd time, I appeal the ruling of the chair.
And what are you appealing? What is the ruling you're appealing?
The ruling is that you're trying to silence my voice in this meeting, which is an elected voice, which you're silencing the people's voice right now by not letting me talk.
Cite your authority, please. Cite the authority that says that you can talk whenever you want.
I have appealed the ruling of the chair. I'm just looking for a second.
That's-
And then if the
that's
commission
the
wants to
appeal.
vote on it.
In order to appeal, first of all, I never heard a point of order to that effect. But if you got a point of order, cite the authority, and then I will interpret it. I'll rule on it. Cite the authority that says you can speak whenever you want.
My point of order is that you are denying a member the right to speak by not recognizing me before the vote.
All right. You don't have the floor at this time. Mr. Francis, if you would please, are there any rules or charter laws or policies, procedures that we have that you're aware of that, one, gives commissioner to unfettered reign to just speak whenever they want? That would satisfy him. That would be his appeal. He wants to speak whenever he wants and not be recognized by the chair. Or B, that allows the chair, the presiding officer, to not recognize people.
Without having the numbers in front of me, Mr. Mayor, the general understanding and rule is that everyone's afforded at least one opportunity to speak, with person making the motion given the first opportunity, the second, then sort of it's up to the chair as we go around after that.
Yeah, yeah. And your understanding is that's the chair's discretion?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, thank you.